Hey, everybody, welcome to Pink Shade. It's a Monday. It's a Mugshot
Hey,
Monday, which means I'm here with Keisha.
hey.
Um, I am still encapsulated in a fruit fly wonderland. But guess what,
hmm
guys? When you're hearing this on Monday, I will, depending on when you're listening, I will be headed away from the beach back to Virginia. Hopefully, the bug man is in here just bombing this house.
Yeah, that's what.
Should I be
Okay.
worried about whatever he's gonna put in here? Is it gonna I should, like, hide all my makeup and stuff just so I don't, like, put it on my
I
face when
mean,
he
put everything up. I just feel like okay. So I saw this meme and I started to send it to you. It was like these bugs that lived in someone else's house and they're listening to all the business. Like they're like, "Can you believe this is going on? Did you hear how he talked to her?" And I'm like, "That's Mary Payne and the fruit flies." So I feel like they already know the plan about the exterminator coming, and
Right.
they it's not going to work. I hope it does. But these are smart flies, fruit flies.
That's a really great point. Somebody did send me this morning. I haven't had a chance to read it, but they sent me a DM, and it was something that popped up on their Instagram, and they said,
Mm.
"This is now my feed because of your fruit fly stories." And it was like a man in a Lowe's. It looked like he was talking about a certain
Mm,
plant you could get to avoid fruit. I was like, "That's hilarious." Also,
that's
I should
funny.
watch that for tips.
Yeah, you should. Yeah,
Because if
I
I
don't
get
know.
back here on the 18th or 19th, wherever I'm coming back, if I get back here and those things aren't gone, I mean, I was telling Kimberly yesterday, I have fully reverted to Mama June style fly strips.
I get it. I just feel like they helped build that house. Like they think it's maybe you should check like the deed. Maybe they're on there and they were so small you didn't see it when they signed. But this is their home now too. They're the captain of the ship. Hey, you guys just won't accept it.
I think that when for some, this is not true because there's definitely like more in the bathroom, but they're also right here at my desk. I think when they went on the porch, which is right here, they had to do some
hmm
work on something on the porch. So I think the
Uh-huh.
workmen were in and out a ton.
Yep.
And I think they were, like, lifting boards up and stuff that had a lot of moisture and stuff. I think that every time that they opened the door, there 20 more came in and
Yeah.
hid, and then they just said, like, "Okay, this is where we live now," and they have now
Yeah.
multiplied to millions.
Yeah, they've got there's a couples, there's kids graduate. The kids are getting ready to start school next week. So won't be as many around during the daytime because they're at school. You got grandkids, great grands, and all kinds of stuff. You got like generations right there in your pod. Is that your bedroom?
This is my bedroom. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Yep. You started. So I think you should just make nice with them.
I mean, they really enjoying my coffee this morning.
They do.
Yeah, they've dive bombed in there. Yesterday I made an I was so proud of myself. I made because I had like an iced coffee with a straw. So I pulled a
Mhm.
piece of paper and I literally like
Yeah.
made a little notch for the straw so that I could, and that really prevented them from jumping into my iced coffee. So that was good. Yeah,
I
I've
mean,
gotten
because I
real
mean,
creative, real creative.
they look forward to you. They're like, I wonder what kind of creamer she's going to use this morning. Is she going to switch it up? Guys, she's making coffee. There's coffee. The coffee's ready, guys. It's ready.
Keisha, what are we going to talk about? We don't have to talk about the fruit flies. My God, I'll have to get another.
Oh my God.
Listen, of all the infestations I could get, fruit flies is the best one.
Yes, I
Yeah,
totally agree with that. Yeah.
yeah.
hmm
It's raining super hard here at the beach, which is kind of sad on your last day to be
On your
like,
last day.
yeah. But
Yeah.
also, it'll force us to be in the house and get things done. So, what will those things be? I don't know. Laundry. Um, Last night Dave and I went to bed, and John was so asleep on the couch, and he'd been
hmm
asleep for like an hour, but it was one of those like lay on your back, like drooling, like the dogs were
Yeah.
jumping on him and he wasn't moving. I checked to make sure he was still with us.
Right.
Um, and I said to Dave this morning, I go, I wonder what time he went to, because we left him there. We're like, all right, he's
Right.
grown up, you know. I was like, I wonder what time he went to bed. Dave goes, I don't know. Like, he didn't even text us to be like, oh wow, sorry if we're like, I was like, did you check to make sure he's in his room? Because
Right.
concerned. Dave said he went in there and checked and pushed him a little bit, and that he did respond. So yeah,
I'm glad that I'm not the only person that does that.
yeah, oh
'Cause
yeah,
there's times where a scholar will come in and I'm like, we haven't seen her in hours, which is nothing for her to take a nap when she
right,
comes
yeah,
home.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah,
But then I'm like, it's midnight. She hasn't come out of her room since
yeah,
she's
yeah.
gotten out from work. And I literally will go in there and just like check that she's breathing. I'm just like,
I do a little
push?
little push.
I was like,
Yeah.
what construction site did you work on today that I didn't know about that you are this passed out? And then she's one of those, if you push her a little bit, oh, hey, mama. I thought she wasn't fucking asleep. So, yeah.
Oh, no, my kids are full demon. I mean, they're just like me. If
Really?
anybody's ever known me my whole life, like my friends in college, in high school too, I guess, were like afraid to wake me up. And so they just wouldn't
Oh,
wake me up because I was so mean.
yeah.
And then I'd be pissed. Like, what? You guys all went to the beach? You didn't wake me up? And they're like, we're
Right.
scared of you. We're scared of you. Um, and I've seen it with my children. And I've heard their friends say, no, we didn't want to wake her up because we're scared because she's so mean. Yeah.
No, she's not. She's not. I think she's shocked.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like that. I wasn't asleep. Did you been asleep
Yeah.
for 9 hours? Like you took a nap. No, that wasn't a nap. You went to bed for the day. Like that was not a nap. So
It's like how
she's not
men do.
mean.
It's like how men do with their
Yes,
sleep.
I wasn't snoring.
I wasn't asleep.
I
What?
wasn't
Huh?
asleep.
Nope.
No,
What?
I'm still watching that. Yeah,
Dave
exactly.
will always be like, that's you. I'll go, you're snoring. He goes, you are. I'm like, what? What? That's your comeback? Yeah.
That's funny.
It's a joke when we were first married, like our first year of being married, and we were in a queen bed. Okay.
Mhm.
Dave is 6'4", y'all. We're in a
Yeah.
queen bed. That's all that fit in our little place. And one time in the middle of the night, I kept going, oh my God, like you're snoring. Like I was pushing him, like you're
Yeah.
snoring, you're snoring. And he said, you worry about you and let me worry about me. And when I tell you in our house, my parents say it all the time. My mom thinks, I mean, still, it's been 25 years. My mom will go, remember that time Dave said, you worry about you and I worry about me. He was dead asleep and I was just like, you're snoring. He's like, hey, you worry about you.
Oh
Like,
my God.
Well, I can't fucking sleep. So I am worried about me.
I remember those days of James and his horrible 400-pound body snoring. That's sleeping next to a hibernating bear.
I told Dave all the time,
Yeah.
I would say, point your snout in the other direction. And he's like,
Like I was so happy when James lost weight because it's healthier,
yeah.
but also the snoring's gone.
When Dave stopped drinking, the
Thank
snoring was
God.
gone. So it's
See,
really, really good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited to talk to you about Life After Lockup because you've got scoop for me. LaTisha and Keith are who we're starting with. So give me the
Oh,
scoop
great.
on what happened with LaTisha.
Okay, so
LaTisha.
LaTisha.
Yeah.
I think it's because of our commentary about the show that really encouraged law enforcement to really go after her and finally arrest her ass. Because she got arrested on the 9th. So
2 days yesterday?
Yes, she is in custody and she has a cash bond of $40,000. So if you don't know what a cash bond means, it means you have to have that exact amount to be able to get out of jail.
In cash.
So, in cash, yes. So the charges are forgery, shocker, identity theft, no insurance, no registration, just it's a pileup of all these things that we've been hearing about over the years.
Yeah.
Finally. And I think it's one of those things it has to work itself through this court system.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I think because of us, someone goes, let's push this on through. This needs to be on top. And she's arrested. And when I tell you, hold on, she looks so bad. Yes, almost unrecognizable.
They look like they pulled her right out of the bed. Wow.
There's no hair extension. It doesn't look like she's got any hair extensions. She's got very dark circles underneath her eyes. But her skin still looks kind of good. Kind of jealous of that. Yeah.
She's doing a little smile. She's giving a little,
yeah. I don't know that unless her husband has been out selling more drugs, I don't know how she's going to get out.
And that's really sad because she just has 2 kids.
Those kids. Yeah. But here's the thing. She had told us that she'd had a past, right? Mm-hmm. And we're like, okay, she's straightened up her act. But now you started it all up again, knowing that there's a chance that you're going to go to jail. And you've got these 2 girls who one of them has no relationship with her dad.
Right.
Thankfully, Naraya does have a good relationship with her dad and goes to go and see him. But what about this poor baby? The little one.
Well, we just assume that Keith is still out and maybe he's helping, maybe Aunt Marcia's helping, but it sounds like all her stuff is just very white collar. And the no
Yeah,
insurance, do you think that means like she was running this business with no
I
insurance and
think
no
so.
license?
I think so. Yeah, which
Okay.
was not a surprise to us at all because we
No.
kind of figured that to begin with.
No, and
But
those people
yeah,
don't work there. They're just her friends. She
yeah,
rented that boardroom for the day to be like, my man will be coming here to work. And she literally like
yeah.
ran over to Home Goods, got a bunch of signs that said girl boss, slapped them in an office. Is like, this is where I work. Yeah.
Yeah, she went to the clearance section and got all that signage.
Yes.
Because it's like, okay, anyone has have that many signs about anything, it's really not their thing that they want people to think that they are. It's like
Yeah. If if you have to tell yourself to live, laugh, love, then you
you're
need to
not
go,
living, laughing, nor loving.
you need to go to therapy. Yeah.
You do. Yeah.
God, there was something that was on 90 Day UK this week with Kimberly, and it was this woman, Shorna, and she had a sign on her wall that said, like, dream, sleep, dance or something. And Kimberly's like, okay, it's not as bad as live, laugh, love. She's like, but then I zoomed in and it was like, dream often, dance daily. She was like,
Oh
forget it.
God.
She's like, forget it. I was like,
I just can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do the word art.
hey guys, also, if you listen to the $10 level Prime 90 Day UK with Kimberly, the sound was bad. If you heard me twice on the show, I said to her, hey, your sound is bad. She doesn't know. Like, I texted her last night. I said, you need to like check and see what that was, because like I told her twice to fix it. She was, and
Right.
when you go in your settings and your microphone is set, like, what can you do?
Yeah.
I should have probably just stopped it and been like, we have to start over because it was bad. Ingrid tried to fix it in post. And if you got the episode too early, like, I'm sorry, Merry Christmas, you're welcome. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ingrid accidentally put it out a little bit early, but like before the episode had dropped. Um, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, if you
Mhm.
woke up and you had the recap before you had the episode, just wait 3 hours, watch the
Yeah,
episode. I
just
mean,
wait.
it's not
Yeah.
required. It's not required. You don't have to listen right away.
Yeah.
But I appreciate people alerting us to what we did wrong. We are we're on different coasts. Ingrid's in Minnesota. I'm in North Carolina,
Mhm.
and we are killing it, guys. I mean, again, 11 episodes this week, 12 next week. Keisha and I are working triple overtime
Yeah.
to do our Love is Blind UK episodes, so that
Yeah.
you will have them on Tuesday when it drops at the correct time.
Woo! Yes.
Um,
Can't wait.
and we're loving that, guys. Love is Blind UK. It's really good.
I feel like one of these times you're gonna be like, I'm at the beach, Ingrid's on Venus. Because she's been everywhere else. Like the next step is totally out of space. Like
Let
that
me tell
girl.
you, I'll tell you where she's going next. It's on our
Okay.
little HR schedule here.
Now she doesn't have pets, does she?
Yes, she's got Paige, his French bulldog.
Does she travel or does she stay home
No,
or
Paige will barely go on a walk. No.
oh, okay.
Paige is a real asshole. No.
Oh boy.
Paige is at home
Okay.
snorting, and a neighbor takes care of Paige. Yeah, so the next thing happening with Ingrid is she'll be in New York, moving her daughter into
Okay.
school, and then of course she'll be in Europe. She'll be in
Wow.
Europe for wow, it appears she'll be in Europe for almost 20 days. So good for her.
I'll tell you, when I grow up, I want to be Ingrid.
I've got Christina, who is Matt and Jake and Ben and Ronnie's producer, is going to be taking over. So in advance, thank you,
Okay.
thank you, Christina.
Okay.
Thank you, Christina. I'm sure it'll be super fun to deal with people telling you what you did wrong. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. We're killing it. We're killing it. We feel great.
Yes.
Let's talk about these people. Life After Lockup, season 7, episode 2, or season 6B, episode 612. Just
Pick one.
Pick one. But this one is called Free My Man.
Okay.
But and your man already
who
free?
was it? Yeah, like we're not waiting for anyone to get out.
No, but I wouldn't look twice.
Well, maybe because he's having to go to the halfway house.
I guess so.
It's the only thing I can think of. I don't know.
So, as I predicted, LaTisha had rented this limo for whatever was the minimum, 4 hours.
And probably not in her own name and not with her own credit card.
she somehow bamboozled production into paying for this.
Okay.
So she tried to pretend like they were going to be in this
Mm-hmm.
thing for 26 hours, but instead it's minimum 3-hour rental. So that's what she did. So they ride around in this limo and they bone. The guy like gets out
Yep.
of the car to give her
Yep.
privacy. Um,
Which is nice of them.
that was nice because I mean he could have sat there and
Mm-hmm.
listened.
They could. Yeah.
But in her talking head, she goes, "Ooh, it's been a long time since I was with a man, but he turned me every which way but loose." And he says, "It was amazing being able to smack that ass with my wife. It's amazing. So much passion involved and
Mm-hmm.
being able to stroke that shit like I wanted to and take it all in."
I think she was taking it all in.
I don't, I don't
That was very,
detailed.
very, very. I could. I'm sure some people may have been turned on by that.
Hmm.
Uh,
You think?
I, however, was yeah.
All
Some
right.
people love to hear about other people describe their sexual experiences.
Okay.
I don't feel a need to particularly know that because all I'm thinking is he's got those damn butter gold teeth in his mouth and
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
no, I wouldn't want that in my face. No.
Mm-mm. I gotta say though, because when you're in prison, you could go to the salon, the barbershop or whatever. And he was in federal prison, so it's even better.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he had to pay somebody to do those
It's kept
long.
up good. Like
Yeah,
whoever did a pretty good job because they look fresh and new.
his hair's pretty amazing. I gotta say it. I wonder how much of that is his hair,
mm-hmm.
his real hair. But I bet his hair's pretty long if he hadn't cut it in 6 years.
And I'm willing to bet that he didn't cut it at all. It's just like I said, his forehead looks
Yeah,
pulled back
yeah,
sometimes, and I'm like, maybe we should just go ahead and get a nice haircut. But whatever.
yeah, yeah. And probably that's expensive. And it sounds like y'all don't have any extra money right now.
Nerp.
What?
No, I said nerp. No,
Oh, I
they
thought you
don't have
said,
any money.
I thought you were about to say,
No.
no, let me tell you how much that would cost. How much would that cost for a guy to get his hair done like that?
I don't know anything about like dreads or twists or anything like that. I don't know.
But it's hundreds of dollars.
Well, if it was done in prison, it was probably like Cheez-Its, a box of Cheez-It, 99 thick packages of ramen noodle. I mean, I feel like he got a good deal.
Yeah. But on the outside, that's hundreds of dollars to get your hair
Probably
done
so,
like
because
that.
it
Yeah.
takes a little bit of time. Yeah.
I mean, those tiny little pieces is all it had.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So blah, blah, blah. Okay. So of course they're going on the 12-hour bus ride because
Right.
we knew that they were not. Okay. So
They couldn't afford that trip.
the first thing I was looking at, I was like, is she in a bodysuit? It's gonna be uncomfortable. But
No.
no, then it was 2 pieces because I was like, God.
Yeah.
And then she tells us, prison policy says that he has to be transported on a bus. So we don't want to cause any problems. Well, you already knew that. So why are you trying to make us think you were doing this limo?
Well, I'm glad she explained it because I wasn't, for sure why he couldn't just ride in a limo, but
Or a car.
thankfully
We've
she
seen him in a
explained it.
regular
Yeah.
car.
Because
Yeah.
I was kept saying, like, why didn't she just drive? Like, we've seen her make this trip before. So
Yeah.
what was so different this time? But now we know.
And then they're in the talking head together. And she's like, I don't like the idea of you going to that co-ed halfway house with those other bitches. He's like, I'm taken. My loyalty's to you. She was like, I don't trust those other bitches. I was like, well, you need to only trust him.
Yeah, because you're not in a relationship with the other bitches.
Yeah.
And long as it's not Harry's, that is what they all should Google search. And they should literally put in, is my husband going to Harry's halfway house? If it's not Harry's halfway house, he has a good chance of coming out without having sex. He's got to be denied Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to pass a drug test. Like none of that shit happens at Harry's halfway. I wonder how they cleaned up Harry's halfway house after it was seen on national television.
I wonder. Were they were in the Baltimore area.
Ohio.
Oh, they were in Ohio, but she's from
Yes.
Baltimore and she moved back. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Ohio. You're right.
Yep.
Okay. The ride is over. He's wearing his stupid grill, which I think is just probably makes his breath really smell bad. And
that's what I'm saying. Like, I would not want that in my face. And he's got good teeth.
His teeth are fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
She says, Listen, he thinks when we get off the bus, we're going right to the halfway house, but I have a surprise and everybody's there waiting for him. So he loves seeing her daughter, Jakira, who he calls his daughter. She's 7. He hugs Naraya, who's 16. He's like, of course, she's like a teenager, but she did give him a card.
Yes.
And he says, I really do care about our family. I want to continue to build our family. We see his grandma, his stepmom, his sister, Aunt Marcia, of course, and his dad. Now, his dad's name is Doc, and he cries, and Dad seems very sweet.
He does. There was a lot of people out there, and I was wondering, were any of these his actual biological children? Were they there? Because they didn't point them out to say, oh, here's his son, here's his daughter.
The chirons underneath I noted were grandma, stepmother, sister, Aunt Marcia, dad.
Yeah.
And I didn't see anybody else other than Jakira and Naraya. I didn't see any other names.
No, they didn't show any other names, but it was a lot of people there though. I'm like, hopefully like some of his kids came.
It could have been some of his kids, and the moms of those kids were like, they can be there when he comes out, but do not put their names on the screen. Do not say that they're his kids. Yeah.
Can you imagine you go to school and a kid is like, well, my mom was watching this show and saw you. Yeah, that would be pretty damn embarrassing.
Yeah, so she saw you. She recognized you from the soccer team and said, your dad just got out of prison. Yeah.
Yep.
So Dad, his name is Doc, says, my son's been gone for 11 years, really. And I feel joyful. It's a weight off my shoulders that he's out, praise Jesus and let's hope. So they do a big group picture and says he'll be in this halfway house for 3 months, which is just 20 minutes from her house. Now
that's good.
I did research it last week, and it did say that he got moved to a reentry program, which is good too. We like those. But then that was like 3 hours from her. So
that sucks.
And maybe that's when she decided to start back up her life of crime.
No, she needed to be in the reentry program. I think she needed it more than he did because
great point. Oh, Keisha. So they all go. The kids and LaTisha go to take him to the halfway house. And she's letting him out. She's like, I just think this halfway house, I think it's just a waste of time. He's in there with a bunch of hoes. It's a waste of time. I'm like, this man's been in prison at least this time 6 years. No, he doesn't. It's just always such a mistake when they just go right to your house, No,
that is, it's not a good thing at all. You always have to think back 11 years ago. Look how much like cars have changed, phones have changed, like so many things have changed, and they know nothing about this new world. No, they need to. Believe me, I think he needs the guidance from where is he going? To the halfway house?
And then the reentry program. Yeah.
Yeah. He does not need the guidance of LaTisha at all. So this is where he needs to be. She needs to teach him nothing.
Remember, Louis was in that reentry program for over a year, and he had like a job, and then he had to get himself back to the prison every night, and it could show that he was, and look how great.
And he made money.
For him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He made money. Yeah.
And Louis was going to a much better situation than this poor because
she has 2 jobs and works hard, and Come on, LaTisha, do better for your kids,
please.
All right, let's move on to Will and Courtney. Oh my God, okay,
this is getting bad, like worrisome bad.
Courtney is in that same blue outfit that looks really good on her, but her eyes are not open.
She does not look bright and youthful like she did last season.
It's a lot of halfway closed eye talking.
Yes,
it's a lot of looking to the side, looking down.
Yeah.
And even it's so apparent too when they show their side by side, that she's like smiling and looks so good, and then they're showing her now, and of course they have them wearing the same outfits, and she looks like she's nodding off, is what she looks like.
Yeah, she does not look good at all. Like this situation is like, this is one of the couples that this is just toxic. Like this is not good for either one of them. And I feel like Will needs to run.
It's going from bad to worse. So he says, all right. So he's like packing up his stuff and he goes, I found out she's getting released. I guess I'm going to go to Portland to get her. And he goes, we're going to have some hard conversations around her
Right.
sobriety, whether or not she's even serious about our relationship. It does seem like he has a Mercedes, though. I was noticing.
I don't know, but his hair looked a lot better because it looked like it had been freshly washed and he just left it alone.
It looked washed and didn't look like then he tried to be cool and put like gel in it and gel it back.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looked like a different person. Like, okay, now you're okay.
Now he's kind of cute.
A little something. Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's kind of cute. He's got like his tattoo showing and stuff. And you're like,
Yeah.
all right, he's looking kind of cute. So, and he's got a Mercedes. I mean, all right.
That
So
helps too.
he says, she's been in jail for 2 weeks and I feel completely betrayed by what's happened here, but she is my wife.
Mm-hmm.
So he's driving in the car. He calls his buddy Grant, which I guess is the Flock of Seagulls guy.
Fallout Boy. Yeah.
Boy.
Mm-hmm. That's him. Like he is waiting to audition any day now. Like it's going to be a cover band for sure. But he is ready.
I saw like a clip of it when they did like previously on
and
I had forgotten how crazy his hair was.
It was bad. I was like, okay.
Because sometimes when I'm watching it and I'm taking notes, I don't like I see it and it's funny, but if I look down for a second, I didn't quite get the emo reference. But then when I saw it for the preview, I was like, that's hilarious.
He's ready.
So he calls Grant and who's going on an audition, and he says, I just wanted to let you know I'm going to be in Oregon for a few days. I'll be working from there. You know, I gotta go. You know, she's getting out of jail. And his buddy goes, yeah, I don't really understand what you're doing. Like she messed up. She's got to figure it out. But this is your life, man. But like, I don't think you should go.
I kind of gotta agree with him.
We got to agree. So then he's like, Sac County's calling me, which I guess means Sacramento. We just got cooler. Sac County's calling me. And they say, we just wanted to let you know that Courtney violated her parole, which means she's now disqualified for now from the out-of-state transfer, interstate compact. And he was like, now I don't even want to go pick her up. Like, I'm so upset.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? This is ridiculous.
And he has, so I saw like some people making comments about they didn't like how he was acting. They're like, well, that's your wife. And I'm like, they're like, he signed up for life. No, he did not sign up for her to be back in jail.
Right.
How long has she been out? A month, 2 months or whatever? Like he didn't sign up for that.
Just
he's got
barely,
his own sobriety. He's got his own sobriety he has to worry about.
True.
Then he thinks she's talking to other men and think like he didn't sign up for all of that. And here's the perfect opportunity for him to just walk away. And I would cheer him on because I don't think this is good for his health at all, nor his money.
I would get it annulled because he can say, it's whatever is like you married somebody on false pretenses. Like you thought they were one person, you turned out they were another person.
And that's exactly, he'd be like, here's the show. Here's all the evidence right here. WeTV episode B71. And here's everything you need to know. I mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
He just needs to do it.
So the talking head, we see her. And she's like, yeah, I'm really disappointed in myself. And I hope I haven't jeopardized this might be on the phone. But she's like, I hope I haven't jeopardized my relationship with Will. You know, I'm really upset. And his talking head, he goes, my heart is telling me to go pick her up. She's my wife. But my brain is telling me something else.
Yep.
So, of course, we get the trick of her coming out of the prison going, where's Will? Will? Yeah. Where's Will? And it's like.
And that is how she talks.
Yeah.
Just like that. Yeah. I hate it.
It's some dude named Mark. Mark looks like a million Marks we've seen on this show that pick up chicks from prison.
And didn't he have on a wedding band?
Oh,
I am 95% sure. Yes. Yeah. This is somebody's husband. Yeah.
So she's like, where's Will? Let me call Will. Is Will not here? And he goes, no, I'm here to pick you up. She goes, well, I got to go pick up my stuff at the halfway house. So she calls Will, and he is in a hilarious Tony Soprano tracksuit.
So I didn't know if it was one of those sweat things, like suits that you wear that make you sweat extra hard. I was like, why this? What were you thinking when you made this selection here?
I don't know, because we were just talking about how much cuter he looked, and now this.
Right back down.
And she goes, Will, where are you? Are you coming? And he goes, No, I'm in
Mhm.
Sacramento. And so then I was like, ooh, it's like a fake out because he said he was going to, but no, he's
Mm-mm.
really not. And he says, look, Courtney, you haven't even tried. You haven't even
Right.
tried to be sober.
Yep.
And she goes, listen, I'm a fucking drug addict. I know I made the wrong decisions, but this is my first time trying to be sober as an adult. And if you were here, it wouldn't have happened.
That's not true because we think it did happen while he was there.
Yeah, we heard her on the phone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's is she a she's a manipulator. I don't
Yeah.
think she's a master manipulator though.
Well, she's an addict is what she is. And addicts are
Mm-hmm.
manipulators and they're liars. And
Mm-hmm.
she is an active addict. She is not somebody who's trying to get better. She's not taking any
Mm-mm.
accountability for her own actions. She's blaming it on Will.
Yeah, which was insane when she said that. I'm like, I can't believe she just blamed him
I can,
for
because this
well,
is what addicts do. They blame everybody else. If you would have been there, I wouldn't have done that. Well, you did it when
yeah.
he A was in town and B, you were sneaking around getting it. It wasn't like you were living at his house. I mean, don't try to make sense of it. So,
No, you
um,
can't.
he says, you need to take accountability for your actions. This has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
And he goes, I don't know how we're going to recover from any of this. The interstate compact has been denied now because of
Mm-hmm.
it. So I don't know what you're thinking. So in her talker's head, he goes, I did decide to not go to Portland because if I run and get her every time she gets in trouble, it's
Yep.
just enabling her. So
True.
I am glad to hear him say that.
Mm-hmm.
So then he goes, who picked you up? And she goes, Mark. And he goes, who the fuck is Mark? And she goes, he's my friend. She goes, did Mark spend $3,000 on clothes for you and a phone and pick you up from prison? Is that who Mark is? And she's like, no, he's now, but in
Yeah.
this talking head, this is when she's like, she said,
Mm-hmm.
I met Mark through mutual friends 5 years ago. And to say he's a sugar daddy is not exactly right, but he's helped me out in money and stuff. And then when I got out and like Will left me, like Mark stepped up. And she's just like looking down. I mean, I'm like, girl.
It's almost sad to watch. It's like she knows she's going to be like it's one thing when they're filming, but you know you're about to have to sit down in a chair and
Yes.
talk about what is going on, and you are high as a fucking kite right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's sad.
Because we've seen this many times on the show where
Yeah.
they seem good at first, but then you could tell they're
Yep.
starting to kind of, but this is
This
egregious.
is bad.
It's
Yeah.
bad. So, and then I think when I'm watching, like, well, maybe I'm being hard on her. Maybe she always looks like this. And then you see
No.
the shot of her and she's like all
Yeah.
open eyed. You're like, well, no, that's not.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. She looks bad.
So, she goes, yeah, Will, you only sent me $300. What am I supposed to do with that? Wipe my ass? At least Mark
No.
understands me.
How about not buy drugs with it? Because that's
Yeah.
what you've done. You're
Yeah.
you're using that money to buy drugs. And I'm glad he did not send her more.
Me
She may
too.
fucking be dead. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
mm.
And then he goes, Mark understands me. And Will goes, understands what? He understands what? That he just wants to sleep with you? And she
Right.
goes, no, Mark, he understands me and forgives me. And the talking head Will goes, now I don't even know, like, has she been cheating? I don't even know her as well as I thought I did. Like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And so she says she's moving into a different halfway house where she will have to, because she got kicked out of that one.
Right.
And she goes, I'm going to have to pay rent there. And so I'm going to need rent money. And he goes, oh, now you want an allowance? No.
Nope. I
And
don't
she was like,
blame him.
you're my fucking husband.
Well, she's treating him like an ATM machine, though.
No accountability for her actions. No, like, let me prove to you I can be better.
No.
Let me prove I'll go to this halfway house. I'll figure out a way to pay for it. Nothing. We see her mom is not in the picture because her mom's like, nope.
No. Nope. She's been there, done that.
So Mark is all creepy. He's like, I'm here for you. Smile. It's going to be okay, girl.
It was super
Ew.
gross.
He's
Like,
gross.
I felt uncomfortable. And here's the thing. She clearly felt uncomfortable. Like when he put her, like he wanted to hold her hand. She's like, ew.
She's like,
and he like had his hand on her thigh and she was just like, but you know what? That's what you get when you use people. this is
Mhm.
the kind of shit you got to deal with, you know?
You did have Will, who's pretty cute. Now you got Mark.
Yeah.
So they're going to pick up her stuff, and she goes, "When we get there, you have to wait in the car." And he goes, "It's okay. I've waited for you this long." And she just rolls her eyes like,
I
"Gross."
know. Yeah.
And she explains to us that this new halfway house is temporary, and she's gonna have to figure something else out. And while she's saying this, her eyes are like rolling back in her head.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I wouldn't put it past Mark brought her something.
Could be.
And I'm
Mhm.
thinking that's what happened. Because he will do anything to get in those panties at this point.
I think you're right. So the
Mhm.
talking head, she explains to us about GHB. She goes, "I was introduced to GHB like before I even went to prison." She goes, "It's kind of like lean and makes you feel drunk without the drinking." And she says, "In fighting with Will about how we couldn't communicate and everything, that just stressed me out. And so I ran into an old friend, and that's how I got it." So again, she's blaming
Blaming Will.
Will for her relapse. So
Mm-mm.
she's in the car and she's telling Mark, "I just can't believe how Will is acting. Like he hasn't even said, 'Hey, you're stronger than this. Don't let this get you down.' And really, that's what I need." And Mark
Well,
goes,
I'm sure they were doing that in the rehab. You just were not alert when they're
"Right."
trying to tell you, you know?
And Mark goes, "Okay, so if I was Will and you
Mm.
disappointed me, then I would just push you away and not embrace you. That's not a husband. You have people around you that will support you and pick you back up. Doesn't he know how many men would love to take his place?" And she goes, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah, and
mm-hmm."
Mark, it appears that you're someone's husband, and I don't think being part of being a husband is picking up some drug chick from fucking rehab and promising to give her money and anything else that she wants, nor having your hand on her thigh. So I don't think
She
you need to be talking about what husbands do.
she literally goes, "Mark,
I know.
like, stop."
Please.
Talking head, the producer asked her again. She's all
Hmm.
rolling her eyes back. He says, "Have you been intimate with Mark?" And she goes, "No. And not in a million lifetimes would I be intimate with him. I'm not attracted to him. And like, I care about him as a friend, but like, no, like never." But she's like looking down and like,
You
it's
just don't
upsetting.
know. You can't tell if she's telling the truth, lying, or
Mhm.
just. I mean, literally, she looks like she's gonna fall out of that chair at
She
any given.
does.
Hopefully, they have pillows around her to cushion the fall because she's
Sh-
scary right now.
She does look like she's going to fall out of the chair.
Hmm.
So she says, regarding Will, she goes, "I'm upset because I know I let him down and I want to fix things. But like, he did promise to financially support me and he only sent me $300. And like, I get he spent so much on me, like tens of thousands or whatever. But now he's throwing that in my face too."
I
Um,
mean, here's the thing: when she talks about Will and being with him, it never starts with "I love him so much. He's such
right,
a great guy.
right.
I'm so attracted to him. I need to get these right so we can spend the rest of our lives together." It is only about money. That's
You're
it.
right. You're right. You're right. So Mark says, "You know what? It's great it didn't work out with Will because we could spend more time together." And she's like,
You,
"I know."
oh no.
So in her talking head, she goes, "I wish I didn't have to rely on Mark. But Will said he would give me $1,000 a month and he hasn't done it. And truthfully, I've always had to rely on men. It's a fucking drag. But I'll do whatever it takes to get by." And my note here is she's so spaced out in this talking head. I hate it. I feel like production is taking advantage of her, you know?
I feel like they should have said, "We need to take a break. She needs to go lay down. She needs coffee or what,
Yeah,
like an adrenaline shot or something like that to get her up because this is bad." Like this felt dark.
it did. And
Hmm.
it made me sad that they didn't, and maybe we'll see it later, but they didn't say like production decided to stop filming with Courtney because clearly,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
All right, so let's move on to Bianca and Daniel. And you say he's been arrested since this was filmed. This was filmed in November of 24.
All I know is that she got on Instagram,
Uh-huh.
and I'm trying to get my spacing correct as far as time.
Yeah.
It was either late last year or very early this year. And
Okay.
she was saying that they were broken up. He was a liar. He was a cheater. And like pointing out, like she put up his like text messages or DMs where he's been sleeping with other women. She said he'd fallen off the wagon. And then I saw something somewhere else saying that Daniel had been arrested again. I don't know if he's free right now or if he is still in jail. And I don't know if it was from this case that we see he's going to court for, or because, I don't know, maybe he failed a drug test because she said he was back using. I'm not 100% sure.
All right, let's see if we can look up Daniel. I'm trying to
Okay, while you're doing that,
Daniel on Instagram.
I have not gotten less than 5 DMs saying, how dare she steal Sushi's name from you?
I saw that. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how to find him. I don't know how to find Daniel.
I don't think so. What I usually do is I Google the person's name and their show.
Okay, so Daniel Lalu Insta.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what this is. Okay. This literally gives me a guy named Daniel Lalu.
I know. Okay. I also type out the whole
name of the
title
show.
Of the show. Yes. That tends to help a little bit.
Love After Lockup. Okay, Daniel Bush. Daniel the Anvil. He's got less followers than me. I'm going to hit follow. Okay, so he posted July 31st.
Okay,
so that wasn't that long ago. He posted July 10th. He posted his protein breakfast on June 20th.
Okay.
Oh, okay. On June 20th, he posted a picture of like some gross food. Okay. And it says, wait, hold on. June 20th. If this right here isn't enough to keep me out of these kind of places when I'm released next month, well,
okay.
Family, friends, big up and sky freedom. Why can't I remember the sweet feelings these experiences bring when my brain concocts and cooks up the thoughts that lead me to acting on the selfish ideas I create? Knowing I'm rolling a paradise, gambling on my own freedom. I don't talk about often what I'm going through, and that's a big part of why. I have to take a different route. I have to make different decisions. I suppose I'll start here. For all of you to read and respond as you may. It's time for me to start being open because the majority of my life I've been closed. Have a great Friday. I'm sending you love. Okay, so he is posting this picture from prison because it's like a milk box on top of a piece of bread on top of some slop, which I guess is like oatmeal. And so I guess he was in prison in June. And now here he is like literally posting from prison. Commissary mashup, June 8th. So he's able to post from prison. So that's
you're able to do a lot of shit from prison. We've learned from these shows.
So he was in prison. So that was in June. And he says, I'm getting out next month. So he must have gotten out in July. And that's why he was able to post about the show. So I'm wondering what we're going to see is when he went, attack. When he, they just came right at me that time. They like Daniel. They didn't want me to talk about
they were trying to see the picture. They wanted to see the video that you just showed.
Yeah. Sorry, ladies. Sorry. To me, they're all girls. It's just a bunch of girls. So, it looks to me, if we had to guess, that when he went for this court date, that they were like, you don't have the money to pay for it, or you missed your first hearing, or while you're here for this court date, you had another one.
Right.
And he has to go because he can't pay. That's what I bet.
Maybe.
So that was November.
I'm sure we'll find out next week.
Yeah. Okay. So he is on the computer in their apartment under a neon sign that says man cave.
And it was like the smallest man cave sign I've ever seen.
But no man in the world is putting up a girly neon sign that says man cave. And then when he closed the door, it said, no girls allowed but mom.
I didn't understand.
She got that from the teenager section of Home Goods.
I think so, because most grown men are not living with their mothers.
I mean, she could have at least like crossed it out and put Bianca or something. So anyway, bless her
She
heart.
don't care.
She was trying to make it cute, and it was a fail. It was a
Look,
fail.
when you're, permanently low on iron, sometimes your brain just doesn't work the way that it needs to. And we all know, I think that she actually started taking iron pills because she looks a little bit better.
She definitely
But
does.
she really needed an iron transfusion to really get her all the way good. But she hasn't done that yet. I don't understand.
It's so interesting. She's from Florida and now lives in Arizona. She lives in all these like hot climates with all this sun, yet she just can't get just like a little vitamin D to just perk her up just a little.
It's just like when Bella Swan moved to Forks and they were like, "Aren't you from Arizona? Aren't people from Arizona supposed to be like really tan?" And she's like, "I guess that's why they kicked me out." It's Bianca. Like just the pale skin, like the dark circles aren't as bad, but she's too young to look like this.
I know. She's got dark circles like I do.
Yeah.
So he tells her, "Oh God, you're not going to believe this. I just checked my email and I got to go to court tomorrow." She's like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, I got to, drive." And she goes, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "Listen, it was from something from 6 years ago. It was shoplifting from Walmart." Now, here's the list. You may be able to decipher the list more than I have, but
I'm sure it's the same list.
It's the same list, but some of the words, because they abbreviate it for Walmart. So we could tell is Jose Cuervo, Basil Hayden, which is in Basil Hayden is like a scotch or something. This Walmart's popping with, they got a whole alcohol section.
I didn't even think Walmart sold that much alcohol.
Just full on. They have a liquor store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there are 4 other alcohols listed below that, like 4 alcohols. And then he had to get 3 packs of Downy.
Yep.
Different types of Downy. He got some jeans.
Yep.
He got some socks. He got several things of Coffee Mate.
That's important. Like you got to have that shit. But it looks like his might have been. I wonder if it was liquid or dry.
That's
dry. A big
dry is a crime.
It's not the business.
Folgers. He got a hamper to put his jeans and his socks in. And then some other high price stuff that I could not tell what it was. Something said
a
62 piece Air TLK.
I don't know what that is.
A 10.5 gallon something.
I don't know what that is either.
And then the other one was SH Navter DLX.
This has got to be like computer or car shit.
So my question was, did he get the huge hamper and the huge gallon thing and put those in their cart and filled it up and they just walked out with it? The total was $696. That was 6 years ago. So that's probably $1,000 for the shit.
Everyone knows on planet Earth, you cannot shoplift from Walmart. Like, why? We learned that in high school because they are constantly watching. Like, it is very hard to steal from Walmart. It just is. They're always watching. I don't know what it is. They've got some like super dope security system going on. Like, everyone knows this.
I did not know that.
I used to have shoplifter friends in high school. They're like,
don't try Walmart.
From Walmart. And even in adulthood, like it is like a running joke. You cannot steal from Walmart. You can't.
Okay, well, this is good to know. This is good to know.
Yeah.
In case I decide to turn to a life of crime. I'm
glad to know. Don't. At Target, it's easier to steal from Target than it is Walmart.
Well, we know lots of like Kim Richards just walked out with that cart, Yeah. Yeah. People can just, our grocery store got so bad near us that they have now like those police things in the parking lot, like the big poles with the police thing on it, because the teenagers were just going in there, get whatever they want, they just walk out. And because the employees of the grocery store have been told, like, don't confront people, right? Because you don't want to get shot. So just don't confront anybody. That it just got to be a thing, or like, and not just the grocery store near me, the one a little bit down the way as well. Same thing. Kids just go in, take what they want, walk right out.
So I don't know if you know who Big Frida is, but I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, I heard you talk about Big Frida.
Yeah. So she was in California recently, and she's like, video. She goes, I came into this convenience store to get me some ice cream, but all the ice cream is locked up. He's like, I can't even get a cold drink. That's what they call sodas in New Orleans, because all the sodas were literally locked up. I'm like, you can, so look, if you want a Sprite, you have to go up to the counter. They have to come from behind the counter, walk over, unlock it so you can get your drink or your ice cream or anything else that's cold.
It's gonna take forever.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
oh, times are.
It's rough in New Orleans. It's rough in New Orleans. I'm gonna tell you that much.
Well, no, this was in California.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Yeah, okay. So I would not have been. I mean, and I love New Orleans, but we know New Orleans has a lot of crime activities going on. But no, he was in California for a show or something like that. I'm like, damn. Okay, like it's all right. Damn. Okay.
Okay. So let's see. So he says when he was bad on drugs, he used to shoplift, but this was over 6 years ago. And he goes, I got to drive 4 hours there, then go to court, then I got to drive 4 hours back. And she goes, it's so irresponsible for you not to keep up with whatever these open cases are. And he goes, I know. I fucked up. I don't need you to tell me.
You're right.
And talking head, she goes, he's acting like a man child. He has court and a possible warrant out. And he doesn't keep up with it. And I don't know what's going on with him. And I know in my heart of hearts, he's hiding shit from me.
Okay.
Next thing we see, he's on his way to court. It's going to be 7 hours there, whatever. And so he says, I'm glad I'm doing this job by myself. I need the space. I can't deal with her complaining. He goes, but I brought everything with me. I need to prove to the court my, certificates for completing this, for that, so I can just prove how well I'm doing and get this all corrected. He goes, I'm not going to be a revolving door for the jail. He says 6 years ago, I was a different person, the person who was motivated to steal things, to get drugs. And it sounds like some of that stuff he stole, maybe he was going to sell it. Right?
I think so too.
Because it was expensive. Yeah. Not the Downy and the G, but the other stuff.
No, I think he needed that. Yeah, but the big stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So now we see Sushi the cat. And I was like, Keisha.
This is all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Sushi and I were trendsetters because, everyone was freaking out because Kim Kardashian has a dog named Sushi, right? And he has to be pretty old by now.
Yeah.
But she copied me as well because my Sushi was born first. So before us, no one was naming their pet Sushi. They just weren't. They saw us do it, and everyone.
Kim Kardashian could have done like what we do and Google famous birthdays on October 21st. And Kim Kardashian saw you on that list along with her.
I agree. Yeah.
And she said, let me look this girl up. Oh, she's got a dog named Sushi.
Yep. You clocked it, Mary Pay. Mary Pay, I got to teach you how to do that. Clock it.
What, this?
Clock something. It's like.
This is what my friend Emily and I do all the time. Bull.
Okay, don't do that anymore. Tell Emily not to do it anymore. We're gonna do this. It's clock it. No, is it clock? It's clock it. It's clock it. Yes.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
I need you to practice that. Don't that other shit that you just showed me look like you're trying to make a duck on the wall.
I don't know why in college where it came up with, but I thought of this recently, like a couple of months ago, and I just started laughing so hard at how funny Emily and I think we are. You know what I mean? And I sent her a video of just my hand going bull, and I was crying laughing, and she sent me a video back of her crying laughing, like, why do we think it's funny? It's not funny. We're so stupid.
It's funny to a group of kindergartners if you were doing like the shadow art and stuff like that.
She would just get mad and go, that is complete bull.
And today is all going to come to an end. It's going to come to an end. We're doing clock it. We're doing clock it.
I'll let her know. It's over.
Please let Emily know.
God, yes. It's so funny. God, Emily told me, I was trying to see if she wanted to come to the beach. And she goes, yeah, I've got such bad arthritis in my toes that I have to get my toes fused together. I was like,
fused together?
What? She'll have to get my toes fused. So I don't know if she means together or she has to get bones fused in her toes for her arthritis in her toes.
Because why would they give her how's she gonna walk if they're all fused?
Well, you can walk with like webbed feet. Maybe they meant that to fuse together some bones, but I was horrified. And I said, I've told you all that exercise is going to come back to bite you in the ass, and you should have exercised that
Right?
much. And she's like,
She got bad
I know,
feet.
you told me. It's like, now you got bad feet because you exercise too much. Never
That
seen
is
somebody
funny.
exercise like her. It's more than Ingrid. More than Ingrid.
Oh,
More than Ingrid.
okay. That's special. Like,
It's like,
oh, I
stop.
can't do it.
Stop. I don't even want to go
Nope.
for a walk.
Right?
All right. So Bianca takes Sushi the cat. They go to a place
Mhm.
called Fur Balls, and Sushi is trying on leashes and harnesses, and Sushi seems to
Mhm.
be a nice cat.
It's scared. He's heard about her vampire background.
Sushi's like,
He's like,
"Where's
I will
Dad?"
not be. Yeah, he's like, I will not be a victim of her. Like, I don't want to be a cat vampire. No. I made it through animal shelters not to become a vampire. So he's just like, hey, whatever you say, I'll wear a harness, I'll wear a leash, whatever you tell me to do. Just please don't suck my blood. That's it.
God,
Poor
it
little
was. I was like,
Sushi.
I mean, I do know that people do put harnesses and leashes on their cats and walk them, but I don't think
Liam, my cat, would fuck us up
I don't think cats
if we
like
tried to
that.
do that. I don't think they do. I don't think they like it as well. I would not even dream of putting a harness on Liam because he'd be like, bitch, you
You
have
would lose an
totally lost
eye.
your mind.
You'd lose an
And
eye in
as
the
much as I
process.
love you, I'm about to scratch you up real quick. Like, no, none of us would try that with him. No thanks.
So her friend Katie comes to see her at Furballs, and Katie is an older friend that used to live next door to her. She's full of great advice. Katie seems like
Who
she's
looks
like
younger than Bianca.
she says,
Production
yeah,
did her wrong by saying she's 10 years older. They were being messy. They didn't have to say that. They wanted to do a comparison between how this girl looked and how Bianca looked.
it's just because Bianca just needs a little concealer. She just needs a little concealer. Just a little, just a
Yeah.
curl of a eyelash. So she's depressed. So
Yeah.
she says, yeah, Daniel had this court date and he kind of like forgot about it till he checked his email. And it just shows like he's just not on the right path. He's not being himself. I think he's keeping secrets. And she says he just does not know how to communicate. And Katie goes, have you ever thought like you could write him a letter, like how you communicated when he was in prison, when you thought he was better with communicating? And she goes, I don't know. He'd probably rip it up. She goes,
Because
and
he doesn't like you.
he's like, whoa.
Yeah, he doesn't like her.
And she says, I don't think he really cares. She's like, he only sees my faults and like, I don't know how to fix it. And I miss the old him. And Katie says, yeah, it's funny because when he first got out, like he was like super supportive and great, but now maybe he's showing who he really is. And you have to figure out what you're willing to tolerate for your future. And she's like, and you're so young, you know? In the talking head, Katie goes, I think Daniel is in some sort of avoidance stage where he doesn't want to talk or anything. And
Yeah.
she's allowing him to take her down. And I don't want that for her. And I got to say, like, I know we give Bianca a lot of shit, but I do think it is hard to be with somebody who's an addict. And even if they're like a dry drunk and they're in recovery, they still have all that mental stuff that led them to be an addict in the first place.
Yeah, of course.
And, you know, I think as much as we give her a hard time, I think in this case, she's like, I had to go to his cousin's wedding by myself. Like it's his cousin, you know?
I wouldn't have gone.
Well, me either. I would have been like,
Like, I'm not fucking going. Fuck you and fuck your cousin too. Like,
God. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's move on to Brooke and JK. All right. Is this our last couple?
No, we got Mike and Justine, which I have some Mike and Justine stuff too.
And Quiana. God, we
got we got a lot.
All right, here we go. Now we see that JK is standing there. We see that text, you know, from Bonnie. But then JK's dad, James, arrives. He hasn't seen his dad in 5 years. He hasn't seen his dad since he's been out.
They look damn near the same age.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And his dad shows up and he goes, I had a lot of resentment with my dad growing up because he had this job freight hauling where he'd be gone for months on end. And for me doing this hotshot stuff, I'd usually be home the same night. And whatever child I'll have will know that I'm there. So
he is still stuck on having a child. I don't understand it.
I don't either.
I think
he should do like what Juan and Jessica did on 90 Day. Like they are, they got pregnant and had a baby, but like he hadn't spent barely any time living with her other two kids,
Yes,
two
yes,
little
yes, yeah.
boys. And
Hmm.
JK's got to deal with these two little boys plus a baby. That's rough because these little boys need a lot of attention. They're little.
I think he needs to start off with a cat.
He needs a cat.
I think he just needs a cat. He don't even need a dog. I would not trust him to have a dog. He just needs a cat,
Oh,
a goldfish, something like that. So he needs to start down here.
he is so mushy. He's just so mushy. Like his face is mushy, his
He
body's mushy,
is.
he's just mushy.
He is. Yeah.
So JK is talking to his dad, and he's like, I'm sorry I'm sorry I didn't communicate with you better, but I did write you that long letter when I was in prison, like telling you all my feelings, but you just wrote me back about your job and your dog. Um, and he says to his dad, like, when I'm doing good, you want to be involved with me. But when I was in prison, you didn't want to be involved. Like out here, I need you. But when I was in there, I needed you too. And I don't want to pitch you against mom, but she was my rock. I think this dad got a little therapy or talked to a priest or somebody, a pastor who was like, no, you got to give tough love. You don't
Yeah.
engage with him,
Mm-hmm.
show him what he's missing.
Yep.
So in Talking Head James, the dad says, I wasn't around too much when JK was growing up because of my career path. And he wasn't unloved. He wasn't
Right.
unwanted. I did love my kid. And but he's basically like, he didn't have a bad childhood.
Yeah.
He says, as a father, I was very disappointed in the path he chose. And
Yeah.
I pray and hope he keeps choosing a path that keeps him out of prison. And as they're talking, and JK's got the tattoos everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
he says, the only tattoo I ever got, and he pulls it up, is like a cross with
That
JK's
was
birthday and stuff on it. Yeah.
that was really sweet. That
Yeah.
was a touching moment. Yeah.
I think
Yep.
basically he's like, look what you've done to yourself. I got one
Mhm.
tattoo and it's meaningful.
Right. And you just got shit written all over
Uh,
your body
who
that,
even knows what's above your eyebrow, you dummy?
mm-mm.
Um, and dad says, son, I'll never leave you no matter what. And they say, I love you. And they hug. And JK says, yeah, that's not the reason I need you here. Cause like, I know you know about this stuff and about trucks and help me with the decision. And maybe one day you'd want to invest and it could be a family business. And he laughs. And
Mhm.
he's like, JK and dad's hotshot business. But dad's like, not today.
Not gonna happen.
Not giving you
Not
25,000
now.
today. No, no, no.
Nope.
So JK talks to that guy CJ who's standing there and goes, hey man, so we're just gonna like talk about setting up financing and stuff. And CJ goes, yeah, I guess we'd have to talk about that. It's $25,000. So then JK goes, all right, so me and his cousin named John, I can't remember what his name is.
We did this last week. We couldn't
I can't
remember what his
remember his
name
name.
was.
He says, let's go see Bonnie. You want to get some food? Let's go get some food. So Talking Head Dad says, yeah, let's see. What I worry about for him is that he'll just give up being on the outside.
Yeah.
He has a terrible temper.
Mhm.
And I've noticed a positive mindset with him today. Like he's not popping off. I do think he's capable of staying headstrong. But I mean, the dad's like, listen, it's been a couple of months. I mean, let's just see what happens. Because he's probably gotten his hopes up before.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Most definitely. That's why it took him so long to see him. He probably thought he'd be back in jail by now.
Right. Like, why even hurt my feelings when he's just going to end up back in prison? So they go to where Bonnie works and she's on a break. And so JK talks.
Bonnie stays on a break. She was just on a break when Brooke was there. That wasn't that long ago. Now she's back on another break. Okay, Bonnie. All right.
Oh, God, no wonder you can't pay half your rent. So
right.
She tells JK, Brooke came here earlier. And then, we don't see what she says right then. And then now we see back at Kathy's house, her JK's mom's house, Brooke is making meatloaf for everyone for dinner. And she says, I do this so I can like pull my weight because I'm here all the time. But I also like to use whatever they have in the house because I'm broken. I can't buy any food, to make.
Right.
She goes, and I'm also trying to do everything in my own house. And my mom has been watching the boys for a few days so I can be at Kathy's and make her meatloaf. Just, girl.
That's so stupid.
So stupid.
It's just dumb. And I have a feeling that this whole thing with like JK being out and her mom having to watch the kids, I think that's how it normally is anyway.
I don't think she's around those kids very much.
I don't think she's around them a lot. No.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So they're eating. It's Kathy, the stepdad, Marla, the roommate, and Brooke. And JK walks in with his own food. And Brooke's like, what's going on? You didn't even say like, hey, honey, how's your day? And like, we're eating and you're not going to eat this food that I made. And he says, I saw Bonnie today and why you ain't told me you lost your job? And how can I have a kid with somebody who lies about what they're doing? You doing the same shit Alex did. Why are you lying all the time?
But this is coming from the unemployed, no vehicle, no social security card person.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
And then she's all like, oh, you want me to be like Alex? You wouldn't, blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe if I was like Alex and you'd want me. And, you know, maybe Alex has a job. I don't know. So
I don't know. Maybe.
he walks out, slams the door. Kathy looks over at her and was like, I do appreciate the meatloaf. However, being dishonest does not help any situation. And the talking head, JK, says, it's not about the job specifically, but it's about stability. And I don't think I can trust her.
Says a person who is living in their mother's living room.
With an ankle monitor.
Air mattress.
Yeah.
All
right.
And no teeth. And no teeth.
No teeth to be seen.
No teeth.
You know, and then Kathy's like, look, lying is a big mistake. You can't start a relationship based on dishonesty. You can't have a child without a job. Well, you can, but you shouldn't.
Yeah.
So Brooke goes out to talk to him. And when she goes to sit down, he stands up, which I didn't like because I felt like he was trying to like be threatening, you know? And she's like, boy, sit down. So he
that shit ain't gonna work on her.
And he says to her, you've had 8 jobs in 1 year.
Ooh.
He says, you don't keep a job for more than a month. And she goes, you get a job then. Oh my God, that thing just flew right at my nose. Okay. And she goes, you get a job then. And he goes, I'm trying to get a job. And she goes, you've been locked up for 6 years, but now you think you've got life all figured out? And he says, you can't keep a fucking job and you're lying. And what's the difference between you and Alex? And she says, I lied about my job, but not being out here fucking the entire world. And she goes, and I lied just one time. And she says, and you did the same thing. You lied, but you were lying about being at your ex's house. He tells her she could just catch a ride home. And she goes, I've got my own car. What are you talking about?
Stupid. That's how dumb he is.
He calls her a stupid ass bitch. And then, I think what happened is my fan stopped working. I was blowing the bugs away with my fan.
Oh, so now they're coming up close.
Now they're coming up close.
Trying to get some mic time.
Yeah. He calls her a stupid ass bitch as he walks in the house, and that's not nice.
So you know who these stupidest, like, and this is saying a lot because we're dealing with these two. The stupidest person is Bonnie. Because how are you going to betray the person who you're living with, who's also paying half your bills? That is so stupid. Get ready, Kathy. Make room for one more because here comes Bonnie. She's going to get kicked out.
Do you have 3 air mattresses, Kathy?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you mind if
her house free?
Do you mind if JK and Brooke do gymnastics on the floor to get that sperm all the way up in there? Oh, disgusting. All right. Justine and Michael. All right. They're going to do some boxing. They're going to let off some steam. They're going to exercise. I like this. And I mean, I got to tell you something. How many kids she had? 4, 5? How many babies has she had? 5?
Yeah.
She looks pretty damn good.
3, then she just had the 2 back to back. Yeah.
She looks pretty good for having 5 kids, I got to say.
I agree.
So they're going to do some boxing and let off some steam. They're going to exercise. And she goes, maybe next time we should bring Melody so she can like deal with her anger. And, you know, we find out the reason Melody had the fight was somebody at school said something about her brothers. Okay. So Mike goes, you know what? I think she did great. She stood on business. She wasn't scared. She defended herself. And Justine goes, no, you and me are very different. I don't want to see her ruin her life with like a split-second anger decision. Don't get hot-headed at 18 and then pay for it for a long time. Like, no, she could have been kicked out of high school, which like, no. So when they're talking head together, Justine says to Mike, she goes, it's time for you to have a long-needed conversation with your daughter. It's obvious she harbors a lot of feelings from the past. And you're going to have this day with Michael and Nova and Mason. And you need to know that all these decisions you made have affected your kids in ways that you don't even know yet.
I agree.
And that's really kind of why I like them a lot. Because I feel like she's like, this is what it is. And you need to, you know, So they go boxing and he goes, we just need to have time for us. And he says, so for the wedding, he says, for the wedding, you want to hear my budget or you just like set on what you want or, and she goes, what? And, she goes, I'm not going to compromise on like having a nice dress, you having a nice tux. He goes, no, I get that. That's right. But what about we invest in the barbershop and then use the money that we make for the wedding? We just invest in it. And then Jay runs it, because he knows what he's doing.
Right.
She goes, no. She goes, everything's out of hand. If it's not the shoe business, it's the credit business. And what was that? The credit business.
No, they were hot about that on Instagram. Like, we could fix your credit like this. We could fix your credit like that. If your credit's fucked up, call us. Yeah, that was a big thing for them on Instagram.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
She goes, and then if not, then it's the car business. And then, of course, his music is always playing a factor in our decisions. And all these businesses play into this and everything always becomes before us. And I was happy, to get married in jail or whatever, but all of my kids weren't there. And we're going to have this wedding. I'm not going to come in second to yet another business idea. Right.
Okay. So someone went on some site that's called, what is it called? I don't have it down here, but they broke down how much they think Mike and Justine are making from the car rental business.
Okay. Let's hear it.
So they put, I think the name of this, I don't have my readers on. I think the name of this business is called Turo. It's 7 luxury vehicles on Turo. The average daily rate is $375. Total that they can be making is about $40,000.
A month or a year?
A month.
Okay.
Yeah. So then they kind of like deduct the expenses, like, the loan payments, the insurance, the maintenance, and this, and that. So they calculated all of it together and they said between the $40,000, all the other expenses, they're probably bringing in $23,000 a year. I mean,
a year or a month. Okay. Well, $23,000 a month is a lot.
Yeah. And so for a year, they're bringing in $277,000 on average.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's pretty damn good. I'm like, maybe.
But you have to kind of calculate in like, what is the insurance to have these?
Well, that's what they did. They said, so for the 7 cars, the insurance is damn near $10,000 a month.
It has to be because you're renting the cars out. So it's not even like for your personal use,
No, I mixed that up. That's the loan payments for the vehicles. The insurance, that said fleet total is around $2,500 a month. And the maintenance, the cleaning, the wash, GPS, and miscellaneous things is about $6,000 a month.
Yeah. I mean, so he is making some money on it.
Some money. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good if you're bringing home $277,000 just from that business.
But you have 9 kids.
You have 9 kids and your spouse isn't bringing in anything.
Right.
And you're also, how much of that is going back to the music career too?
Right. So, all right. So at home, Justine is me and I'm Justine because she walks in the kitchen and pulls out and somebody has left this much cereal, but shoved it down in the box.
Yep. I hate it.
She's like, who did this? Who did this? I was like, so.
I mean, that really frosts my cookies when people do that. I'm like, why?
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 Just either eat it all or be
throw
like,
it away.
This is not enough for anybody else to have a serving, so I'm just going to throw it away. Yeah.
Yes.
Or walk around. Does anybody want this? I'm going to throw it away.
Yes, please.
So they're going to go meet with Jay and Missy. And he says, yeah, my idea is, Jay will run the shop and we'll get a check every week from each person who owns a chair. I mean, probably not a check but it's probably like once a month they'll get their 5% dividends or whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm going to handle the finances, right? And her talking head, she goes, I've told him multiple times, I would rather invest in our wedding and not a business venture. And if, and he goes, what if we throw that shit at a wedding? We're not making the money back. And she goes, oh yeah, fuck those memories. That's right. Fuck those memories. That's right.
I mean, I see where they're both coming from.
Me too.
I honestly do. And probably more so where he's coming from. I think that they could still have a very nice wedding.
Yes.
Full of memories that just doesn't cost $60,000.
Right. Yeah. They don't have to rent a car. They've already got that. Yeah.
They've got that. They can have a beautiful wedding that does not cost $60,000. And she also doesn't need a $5,000 dress. I've seen
No.
enough say yes to the dress episodes to know you can get a beautiful dress for under $5,000.
I've been watching this girl on Instagram who was very into vintage clothing, and she ordered from various like Goodwill websites. Various Goodwill websites. She ordered these like incredible wedding dresses. And she's like, because she could do it herself, she's like, okay, here's my vision for this one. And then she like clips it in the back and then puts the thing on the shoulders. And you're like, wow. And she's like, this dress cost me $10 and I can make it my own for $40 more.
Yeah.
I
mean,
crazy.
It's $5,000 to me. It's just it's a lot on a dress when you've got 9 kids at home.
I agree. I think she could say, I'm gonna spend $1,000 on a dress.
I'd even fuck around with $2,000, but $5,000? Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
So they walk in, and my first note here is, what the fuck is Jay wearing? Is he in a turtle suit from prison? What's happening?
That vest he had on looked like those little package army meals for when people are like in the army and they can't cook. It's that little package meal that I think you put in water. Yeah. That is what he looked like. And I'm willing to, I bet you that shit probably cost $2,000.
It was probably some super fancy designer that we're supposed to recognize, that I was just like, you look so stupid in a puffy vest that looks so unflattering. What are you doing?
It was horrible.
So as they go into the space, first of all, Justine's like, this is in a gross neighborhood.
I know.
And Mike is like, I don't love this space. Like, it doesn't scream like luxury.
No,
and he goes,
it doesn't.
I want every stylist to have like their very own space, so you're not all together in a room. Yeah. And he goes, every person that comes in here should get the $250 experience. And they're like, yeah,
I'm not paying $250 to go where they were at.
I was like, where do I park and I won't get murdered?
Yeah. And
he says, every person that comes in here needs to feel like a celebrity. I don't like this space. And Jay goes, yeah, to get a different space and to do what you're saying, it's probably, it's going to be $100,000 investment. And Mike nods. And Justine goes, what? Like you could, I don't think she was acting. I think she was genuinely surprised.
No, I think she was pretty surprised. Yeah.
And she goes, no, I don't want this coming out of our wedding budget. And she goes, I'm willing to compromise on some stuff, but my God. He goes, why are you bringing this wedding stuff into our business meeting? Well, I mean, these are your friends that came to your house for Thanksgiving. So, I mean, yeah. And Missy goes, could you like postpone the wedding a little bit? And Justine goes, what? No. And Missy goes, well, if you just wait a little bit, you'll be able to use your earnings from the shop for your wedding. And he goes, yeah, let me explain to you how this works. Like, she's stupid. And she goes, no, I don't want to hear the why. And he goes, you need to hear the why, because you're bringing all this personal shit into our meeting. Yeah. And then they fight, and then she walks out. Okay. Quiana, Jawaila, Damodrick. The wig is no better this week, and I don't think it's going to get better all season.
I'm looking past the wig. Can we just fix the fucking glasses? I don't understand why someone from production doesn't say, hey, let me help you straighten your glasses.
Well,
you can go to Walmart and get them adjusted for free, I believe.
Nobody says to Courtnee, let me help you not fall off this chair. So they're definitely not going to fix somebody's glasses,
I think fixing the glasses would be a lot easier to do.
God.
I just don't get, how does she not have a headache? Because
I think she's on something, because we've seen her she was arrested too. So
she looks like she's on something.
So Damodrick, 4 months out of prison. He's over at Quiana's. He's making jokes about her stinky feet because she's been standing all day, working. And she goes, when did you even get home last night? I guess from Jawaila's. He goes, I don't know, like 12 something. He goes, I tried to talk to her about the part. I was like, nope. This kid's been in bed for at least 4 hours. So no.
Yeah.
He goes, I tried to talk to her about the party and stuff, but she's insisted. She's like, no, you cannot come to the party. And she's like, this is just some bullshit. He goes, why are you in your feelings about this? This is not about the two of y'all. It's about the kids. It's about my son's birthday party. Now, Keisha, she walks into the kitchen. She looks like she's baking cupcakes, probably for the party. Yeah. What was happening in that kitchen with that stove The stove looked like it was in the spot for the refrigerator. There was so much space. Did you see
didn't even
that?
notice that part. I did. No, I did it because all I could focus on was the fucking cupcake mix, and I wanted to just stick my finger in it.
Okay, Keisha. So, if like you ever see a house that's being built and they got the big space for the refrigerator and the big space for the stove, like where you got to put them in. The stove looked like it was in the space for the refrigerator. It was like 2 feet on each side of it, empty. It wasn't like up against the counter,
That's funny.
It made no
I didn't
sense. In
notice
my
it.
mind, I'm like, at the very least, push it all the way against the counter on one side. And then if you have space over here, slide in a cabinet. It made no sense. I was very upset about it. Okay. So my talking head, Damodrick, tells us when he went to prison, Josiah was 6, who we think is not his kid
His
anyways.
bio kids.
It's not his biological kid, but he counts it as his kid. So Josiah was 6, DJ was 3, and Kyrie was only 4 months old. We see lots of pictures of him with the stupid grill in. So I'm glad he got rid of that.
And he's too cute to do that stupid shit. And he also needs to get a haircut.
His little braids
It
in
looks
his
like a
face
little
are
mop.
bugging. Yeah. And he says, I feel like God worked in mysterious ways. And, I had to leave them when they were young, but now I've learned from my ways and I can teach them as they're getting older. And that's why, whatever DJ asked for his birthday, he can get, because this is the first time I'm getting to celebrate.
I get that. I totally agree.
I do too. And he goes, this is my son's birthday party. Like, I was hoping you would understand and not make it about you. And Quiana goes, I'm not making it about me, but you have to stand up to her. And he goes, I am standing up. And he says, this is temporary right now. Right. And I know it's not cool, but we're going to have to work on this. He says, I'm trying to blend the families, but it's not going to happen overnight. And he goes, and I don't want to go back and forth because y'all are both in your feelings about the same old shit. And she goes, not the same old shit. It was like last week.
He just moved back in.
Like that day. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And the talking head, she goes, he hadn't even been back 24 hours and we're fighting about this hoe. Let's quit calling her a hoe because it takes 2 to tango,
That's very true. I mean, the biggest hoe is Damodrick.
Correct.
I mean, I don't know why they keep calling each other hoes. It's like, no, here's the hoe here, right here in the middle.
Yeah. So he's like, well, I'm about to go. And in the talking head, she says, they're together. And she goes, even though I am constantly disrespected by his baby mama, our relationship is really fun. And he was like, it is really fun. Like, we're fun together, whatever. And I think they are. I think they are fun.
I think they are, because I've seen them on TikTok and they look like they are a happy, goofy couple.
Yeah. So now Jawaila goes over to see her cousin, Timnia, Timnia, Timnia. And I guess Jawaila is going to school to be a makeup artist. Okay. So she comes over.
Not a hairstylist.
Not a hairstylist. But that's the whole thing too. I'm like, you got to be in those classes to be a makeup artist. You have to take everything.
Yep.
They didn't tell you how to push down that wig. So she says she's trying to get some hours. So she's going to do her cousin's makeup. And she shows like, oh, she's got like her brand on her makeup and stuff. And her talking head, Jawaila, tells us, my dad was locked up almost my whole life. And my mom worked a lot. So really my grandmother raised me. And I really want to work towards something, have my own business so I can support my family. And, my kids went through a lot when Damodrick was gone. And I really want to give my kids the right direction in life by like starting this business. Okay. So that all sounds good. I like that.
But that attitude don't match the shit you're doing daily.
And also just quit trying to get with this guy who is like fully filming a show with another woman, Yeah. Raise your standards. So she tells her cousin, oh yeah, Damodrick came over the other night to talk to me. He was trying to get it. And her cousin goes, listen, you can't control that man. He's going to lay where he wants to lay. And Quiana should just accept it before her life goes down this journey.
What?
This man's just going to do what he wants to do. So everybody needs to accept it. Joaila's accepted it. So Quiana needs to, what? No, you don't.
No, absolutely not. Nope.
No. A man's going to lay where he wants to lay? No.
This little girl needs to shut her mouth and just get her makeup done.
Yeah.
And hope that it looks well, because Jawaila's vision is in question, especially with lopsided glasses on. She's going to have one eyebrow up here, one down here.
I
Look,
am always
color down here.
fascinated. I'm fascinated when people start to do makeup and it's like these lines and these things. You're like, oh
Yeah,
my
you got to
God.
trust the process.
And somehow it looks good.
Yeah.
So then Jawaila is showing her, she was like, look, Quiana posted these pictures of me. She didn't even post the best ones. I was like, I thought you looked pretty damn good in that picture,
Well,
actually.
except for the toilet paper roll, like we mentioned last week.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
sexy to be by the toilet. So in the talking head, she says, he can get it when he wants it. No, she says, I can get it when I want it. I don't know. I don't know why he always comes back to me. Maybe it's the faucet.
Ew.
No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Girl. The faucet.
That was a bridge
nasty.
too far. That was the faucet too far. That was
that
was gross even for you.
Yeah, I agree.
Now we're in the salon where she's talking to Kendrick and the salon owner, Courtnee. And I just got to look. Do I still have Kendrick over here? Do I still have Kendrick and his snitching on my soundboard or did I remove it? Let's see. I think I removed it. I needed space. Damn it. Snitching. Love that guy. So he didn't get enough screen time this week. So they're like, all right, well, so he's back, huh? She's like, yeah, he came back yesterday. And they're like, why do you think this time's going to be different, girl? And she goes, listen, he's, he says he's going to be faithful. He's going to provide. He's going to focus on us. He's going to take care of our family and he's going to be loving. And they're like, okay, that's great. But can you be cool with Jawaila? And she goes, maybe one day, but not today.
Well, at least she's honest about it.
So now Courtnee and Kendrick are doing a talking head outside. And they're like, no, there will not be peace in that house. It will not come. They both have strong feelings, being Jawaila and Quiana, and one person's going to end up not happy.
That's true.
Now, something very strange happens here. Quiana gets a call. She's like panicked. She's running around with her cell phone in a panic. She gets her mic taken off her really quick, and she goes and hides in the bathroom. And production's like, hello, what's going on? And all we can hear is like, I can't believe this. Are you serious right now? And Jawaila says, I didn't want to be in on this drama, but Quiana pushed me too far. And after what she did, she deserves it. But what happened?
I think Jawaila filed charges on her for posting that picture on social media. That's what that's what I think. I could be completely wrong because Jawaila is a fool. She may not even be that smart enough to know anything about revenge porn. But that's what I'm thinking. Just the way that Quiana freaked out, had to get her mic taken off.
Yes.
All that stuff. So that's what I think.
They live in Texas. I don't know what the rules are in Texas about revenge porn. I know they're very strict in California. They're in Texas. But it seems like people in Texas probably don't care.
Thanks.
Listen, I'm from Mississippi. I'm saying the same thing.
Oh, man, that's funny.
All right. Next time on, Justine says to Mike, at this point, there might not even be a wedding to worry about. Like if you don't pull your shit together.
Oh, boy.
Quiana is walking in the house with Damodrick and says, take off your microphone. And they like walk back into a bedroom.
Oh, this isn't good.
Will is yelling, he wants to fuck you. And she's like, but this is not what I want. Now, another couple is there who I couldn't tell who it was. And he's saying right now is not the time. Who was that? Who was it?
I don't know. I don't even remember.
It was a couple. And I was like, who are these people?
Are we supposed to get another couple?
Okay, I don't remember. I was like, who are these people?
No, I think we have we've seen all the couples.
I think so too. So I don't know. Maybe I just didn't recognize them. Maybe people had different hairdos. I don't know. So Bianca says, Daniel is not coming back. I am freaking out. And the production is trying to talk to her. And she's like rolling up her window on him.
Oh boy.
Brooke calls JK and goes, yeah, there's an issue. And then we see the stepdad yelling at him in the living room. You don't fucking listen. So I think she's.
I wouldn't put it past Brooke to fake a pregnancy.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah.
And let me look and just see if I can look at Love After Lockup Insta. Love After Lockup, WeTV. Okay, let's see if they have a thing that's like name that here are the couples. Ew. Ew. A couples checklist. Okay, Quiana and Damodrick. Okay, we've already seen that. We saw the bad hair.
Yeah.
Okay, here are the couples. Okay, we got
Okay.
Justine and Michael, Daniel and Bianca, Keith and LaTisha,
Mm-hmm.
Will and Courtney, Quiana and Damodrick, um, 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 Troy and
Oh God, I forgot about those two demon seeds. You're
Troy
right.
and Zaria.
You're right.
That's who it is. That's who it is.
We're gonna need earplugs for all that yelling that the two of them do, because he's just as crazy as she is.
Yeah. They look baked
okay.
out of their minds in that picture I just saw on the Love After Lockup WeTV Instagram.
I believe it. I believe it.
Oh, everybody, this is a long episode. I don't know if if Ingrid's going to break it into two, then you'll hear it. I'll explain it, but I don't know because sometimes she does that when she is like, "Oh my God, why'd you talk for so long?" I don't know. It's a great show. We had to do it.
You just did. Yeah.
We just did. We had to.
It happens. Yeah.
Keisha, I hope the rest of your day is great. I hope your husband takes you out to lunch.
I do too. Well, I mean, it's not like I'm not going to see you in
4 hours,
3 hours, 4 hours to record another show. So I'll let you know how it's going when I talk to you again.
Yeah, guys. Also today, this is Monday. Today's episode on the $10 feed is Match Me Abroad. So that's out. Also, we've got 90 Day UK. We've got Plathville. We've got Hunt for Love. All of those are either on $5 or $10 levels of Prime. Of course, here we've got Mugshot Monday. Tomorrow will be TLC Tuesday with Kimberly. We're talking about a real boring show, Happily Ever After, but we're funny. So listen for that. And then,
and hopefully Kimberly's not threatening her coworkers.
She did threaten Amy, but I think they've worked it out.
I know. I felt a little safer in life. Like, okay, well, she's whatever hard on she had for me, now she's got it for Amy. So okay,
she's mad at Amy. And then also this Thursday, I have Pop and Bravo with Jolenta Greenberg, who does the book versus movie. She has a couple of great podcasts. But guys, most importantly, today is Mugshot Monday. It is the 11th, but on Wednesday, Love is Blind UK season 2 is out. Keisha and I are, we've done the first 4. We'll drop the next 4 next week. As Netflix drops them, we drop them. That's on the $10 level. But the first episode will be out for free on Wednesday. You can listen to the first episode and then decide how much you love it and then come over and join $10 Prime.
Come join.
Come see us. Yes. We're hilarious. Okay. Keisha, I'll see you later today to talk about Match Me Abroad.
Bye.
Bye.